Hello everyone, my name is Blamzy and welcome to my Rengar guide.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Girlfriend, you gotta get it right. You gotta want it with all your might. Girlfriend, you gotta learn to fight. I know you're gonna be alright. You wanna make
A lot of people have asked me about the best runes and builds lately. Ever since I released my montage, people just keep asking me, so I thought, why not make a Rengar guide, right? So in this video I will go over all the possible runes builds for both roles, top and jungle. Starting with jungle, we have two solid rune options. As you probably all know, Fleet Footwork has been the most popular rune for a very long time, up until recently. In this current meta, where Electrocute took a hit on its damage and cooldown, Dark Harvest suddenly popped up. Even on junglers like Nidalee, Dark Harvest is just overall the better rune for Electrocute junglers nowadays. This doesn't mean Fleet Footwork is bad. I actually think Fleet Footwork is better against comps where they have tanks. Dark Harvest is better at killing squishies, where Fleet helps you in sustained damage versus tanks and healthier clears. It is completely up to you what you prefer. Both runes are really good, but I think that Dark Harvest is better against squishies. This is how both rune pages look like. Ravenous Hunter or Relentless Hunter is completely up to you. I prefer the lifesteal rather than the little bit extra movement speed that it gives. Overall, this is the page that gives you the most burst damage and skills best into the late game. If you feel like you need tenacity or more attack speed, you can always go precision as secondary tree as well. You can pick alacrity or the tenacity rune. This is the Fleet Footwork page. Here again you can use alacrity or the tenacity. Rengar can easily proc Rasp of the Undying, and I think it's basically the best rune for the top lane. Going over to the build. For jungle, I always start with a Hunter's Machete and a refillable potion. As core items, I rush a Tiamat into the tier 1 boots, into Warrior, into Ninja Tabi. Unless I play against a very heavy AP team comp or need tenacity, I go Mercury Threads, but otherwise 9 out of 10 games I go Ninja Tabi. After the Warrior, I always pick up a Dust Blade and a Ghost Blade for the cooldown reduction and the lethality. Lastly, you have one more item slot left. Usually I just go with the Guardian Angel. It provides you more safety in team fights. You can actually engage a fight with that item. If you feel like you need more damage or you're just super ahead, sure, go Storm Razor. If they have a Janna, that's something that can interrupt you, go Edge of Night. If you're playing against other assassins like Talon, Zad, something that can burst you down, basically Death Dance can help you with that. It's just a damage version of a Asteris Gauge. And lastly, the Maul is really good against heavy burst mages. A solid full build will look like this. Keep in mind that I always finish my Hydra last. Whenever it comes down to maxing skills, I always max Q first, W second and E last, no matter if I'm top or jungle. This is basically because maxing W reduces the cooldown, where the cooldown of E doesn't get reduced. Going over to the top lane, you have a lot of options and ways to build Rengar. In the top lane you usually see Bruiser Rengar being played. But if you're not playing against a bruiser or tank, you don't have to build Black Cleaver. A lot of people make this misconception that they have to build Black Cleaver, but if you're only playing against squishy champions, I usually just go with the Ghost Blade. Yeah, I basically rush the City Arc opponent by Tiamat to shove the wave and keep roaming constantly. That's basically how I play top lane. In this clip you see me using Teleport, but usually if I'm not playing against a tank I go Ignite and look to kill my opponents all the time. In this game I am playing against a Cho'Gath, so I will go Black Cleaver, but I will first build a Tiamat so I can shove the wave and keep roaming. this is how my full build of Rengar in a top lane looks like. If the enemy team is full AD, obviously don't build the magic resist, just go with another armor item like Deadman's Blade or Tormill, something that you need. It can even be more damage like a Dust Blade. This was my Rengar runes and build guide. Keep in mind that this was a general guide. If you build something different and it works, that's completely fine too. In the future I will make a Rengar jungle path guide, so make sure to subscribe for that. Like, comment, subscribe and all that shizzle, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.